Welcome to Talk to Me English. My friend, I'm happy you're here, because what you'll hear today can change how you learn and speak English forever. Let's be honest. You've studied hard, right? You've learned words, practiced grammar, passed exams. Yet, when you try to speak, your mind goes blank and silence wins. You freeze, you feel stuck. You know what you want to say, but your mouth won't move. Don't worry, you're not the only one. Many learners feel exactly the same. They understand English in silence, but can't use it when it matters. Today. That ends today. You'll learn a simple way to speak freely, clearly, and confidently. Stay with me until the end. You'll not only improve your English, but also feel inspired to start right now. Let's begin with the truth behind your struggle. You are not bad at English. You are not slow. You are not weak. You've simply been learning the wrong way for too long. Schools taught you to memorize vocabulary, repeat grammar, and focus on exams. They never taught you how to speak with real words in real life. They made you believe only the smartest students can speak fast. That's a lie. Fluency isn't about being smart. It's about learning the right way. Think back to your school years. You spent hours studying grammar, copying sentences, reading books. But when someone asked a question in English, your brain went silent. You knew the answer inside, but words didn't come out. You felt embarrassed, frustrated, maybe even hopeless. You told yourself, maybe English isn't for me. You are not the problem. The method is, you learned English with your eyes, not with your mouth, with your head, not your heart. That's why your English feels trapped inside you. It's time to unlock it. You can change your brain. You can speak naturally again. Let's test this idea. Think about a notebook. You write the word beautiful. You read it, repeat it, and think you've learned it. The next day, someone says, your country is beautiful. You recognize the word, but your mind feels slow. You can't respond fast. This happens to millions of learners. You know words in silence, but you can't use them in life. It's painful. I've been there too. The issue isn't your memory, it's your balance. You study too much, but practice too little. You wait for perfection before you speak. That's why nothing changes. Let's fix that today. Fluency doesn't come from perfection. Fluency grows from mistakes, courage, and action. The more you speak, the faster you learn. Think about children. They don't open grammar books. They don't memorize long word lists. They listen, copy, laugh, and speak freely. They make mistakes, but they keep going. They don't wait for the right time. That's why they become fluent fast. You can do the same. You're not too old. You're not too late. Your brain is still ready to grow. You just need a new habit. Daily. Brave speaking. Many learners are trapped in a circle. Study, forget. Study, forget. They run fast, but stay in the same place. They lose energy and hope. It feels like running on a treadmill, working hard but going nowhere. That's why you feel tired and stuck. But quitting won't change your future. Speaking English can open doors, better jobs, global friends, travel, and confidence. That's why you must break this circle today. The real enemy isn't grammar or vocabulary. It's fear. Fear of being wrong. Fear of judgment. Fear of sounding strange. That fear locks your mouth and whispers, stay quiet. But remember this, fear is a liar. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. Each mistake moves you one step closer to fluency. Every word you try builds strength. Every sentence you speak breaks fear's power. So today, take your first small step. Say one simple sentence in English. I am learning English. Or, today is a good day. Say it out loud. Smile. Repeat it 5 times. That small action is not small. It's progress. It's power. It's freedom. If you do this every day, your English will grow fast and strong. You'll see change sooner than you think. You don't need perfect English to start speaking. You need to start speaking to become better. That's how fluency is built, through motion. Not waiting. Your next sentence is the beginning of your new life. Speak. Even if it's short, even if it's imperfect, this is your moment to stop studying like a prisoner and start speaking like a free person. Speak from your heart. Live in English today. You are ready. You are not stuck anymore. This time, you will not give up. This time, you will speak with courage and pride. Now, my friend, let's go deeper. How many times have you said to yourself, "I'll speak English when I'm ready," you think? First, I need more grammar. First, I need more vocabulary. First, I must be perfect. And so, you wait again. 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, maybe more. But you're still waiting. You're still silent. That silence steals your progress. Here's the truth. You will never feel ready. Not today, not tomorrow, not even 10 years from now. Perfection never comes first. Fluency comes from action. You must speak before you're ready. You must open your mouth today, not someday. Use the English you have now, not the English you wish for later. Your courage is more powerful than your grammar. Think about children again. When they begin to speak, they don't wait until they know 500 words. They start small. Mama, water, bye. Those words aren't perfect, but they are real. Every time they speak, they learn more. Every try builds confidence and skill. If a baby can do this, so can you. You are not weak. You are not late. You're only silent. And silence can change today. Every time you stay quiet, your brain learns fear. But every time you speak, even one word, your brain learns courage. Courage builds fluency. Silence builds fear. Which one do you want to grow inside you? The choice is yours. Every single day, picture this moment. You're sitting in your room. You think, "Not today. I'm tired. I'll practice tomorrow." That's fear speaking. Now you have 2 paths. 1, you listen to fear and stay silent. 2, you say one simple sentence, "I am here." That's only 3 words, but they carry power. They break the wall. They start your new journey. You feel stronger. You feel alive. You feel proud because you didn't wait. You acted, and action always wins. Speaking is not the reward for studying. Speaking is the study itself. Every time you talk, you teach your brain. When you speak, you use grammar naturally. You remember vocabulary faster. You train your mouth and your memory at once. This is why the fastest learners speak every day. They don't wait until they know enough. They practice with what they already have. Yes, you'll make mistakes, but mistakes are proof that you're learning. Each one is a tiny teacher showing you the next step. Think of every mistake as progress, because it is. Without mistakes, there's no growth. Without growth, there's no fluency. Now let's talk about something powerful: daily English. The secret most people ignore. The fastest way to fluency isn't long study hours. It's not expensive classes or huge vocabulary lists. It's daily practice. Even 5 minutes a day is enough to transform your English. 5 real minutes of speaking or listening can change everything. Many learners study for hours once a week, then stop. They believe one big effort brings big results. But that's not how learning works. Your brain grows like your body. Imagine going to the gym. You can't work out 6 hours once and expect muscles. But if you go 15 minutes every day, your body changes. Your strength grows. English is exactly the same. Small daily practice beats big random effort. Every short session builds connection and confidence. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't brush 3 hours on Sunday and skip the rest of the week. You brush every day. Just 2 minutes each time keeps your teeth healthy. English works the same way. Daily practice keeps your fluency alive. When you use English every day, your memory stays strong. You think faster. You feel more natural when speaking. Make English part of your life, not a subject you study. Talk to yourself. Describe your actions. Name the things you see. Say simple phrases. This is my cup. I'm drinking tea. The weather is nice. Short, easy, real. That's where fluency begins. 10 minutes a day is all it takes. After 1 week, you'll feel braver. After 1 month, you'll speak faster. After 1 year, you'll transform completely. Daily English creates real confidence. It trains your brain to think in English automatically. When English becomes a normal part of your day, you no longer study it, you live it. That's how real fluency begins. Don't wait for free time. You'll never find it. Use the small moments you already have. On the bus, while cooking, before sleeping, say short sentences about your life. These moments may look small, but they build huge progress over time. Remember, the secret is not time, it's habit. 5 minutes daily beats 1 hour weekly. The brain loves repetition more than pressure. When you repeat small actions, they become automatic. You stop forcing English and start flowing with it. That's when English becomes natural, not something you do, but something you are. Close your eyes for a second and think about your normal day. You wake up, brush your teeth, make breakfast, maybe check your phone. Now imagine adding just a few English sentences into that routine. I'm brushing my teeth, I'm making eggs, the coffee smells good. These sentences seem small, but they are powerful. They train your brain to connect English with real life. That's how children learn their first language, not by reading, but by connecting words to daily actions and emotions. When you speak English during real moments, you activate memory, feeling, and focus all at once. That's why you remember longer. You don't need grammar charts. You don't need complex vocabulary. You just need real, living English in your daily life. This is what I call no pressure learning. You grow slowly but naturally, without stress. You build a rhythm that stays. Many learners fail because they overload themselves. They study for hours, get tired, and quit. But small daily steps always win. Learning English is like climbing a mountain. You can't jump to the top. You must take small steps every day. Each step matters. 1 word today, 1 sentence tomorrow, 1 conversation next week. Together, they create fluency. So stop asking, do I have 1 hour? Instead ask, do I have 5 minutes? That question can change your future. 5 minutes a day can move mountains over time. Promise yourself you won't skip. No matter how busy you are, every small action builds momentum. Soon, you'll look back and realize you've climbed higher than you ever thought possible. You'll say, wow, I can actually speak. I understand. I feel free. That moment will make every small effort worth it. Now let's talk about the most powerful tool for learning, listening. Before you spoke your first word in life, you listened. You listened to voices around you. You didn't understand everything, but your brain learned the rhythm and music of language. And then one day, words came naturally. No grammar, no translation, just sound and feeling. That's the natural way. Most adults forget this truth. They try to speak without enough listening. They build words without sound. That's why they struggle. Listening is the foundation of speaking. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to speak with confidence and flow. When you listen often, your brain absorbs patterns. You catch pronunciation, rhythm, and tone. Even before you understand every word, you don't need to understand 100%. You just need to let the sound enter your mind again and again. Think of a child. They don't analyze grammar. They copy sounds, repeat them, and one day they suddenly understand. You can do the same. Your brain is still capable of copying and adapting, but only if you give it real listening. Try this. Listen to 1 short English sentence every day. For example, how are you? Or, it's a beautiful day. Listen several times. Feel the sound. Not just the meaning. Soon you'll repeat it with the same rhythm and feeling. That's how fluency begins, not by reading rules, but by training your ear and your mouth together. Listening is not only hearing, it's feeling. It's catching emotion, tone, and flow. That's what makes English alive in you. Don't be afraid if you don't understand every word. Every single sound you hear is a seed. Seeds grow with repetition. Each listening moment plants new memories. Later, when you speak, those seeds bloom into fluent sentences. Listening builds confidence because it trains your pronunciation naturally. You'll sound clearer, smoother, and more confident without effort. There's also a great technique called shadowing. It means listening and speaking at the same time, copying what you hear. At first it feels strange. Your tongue feels slow. But with practice, your speech becomes faster and more natural. You stop translating in your head. You start thinking directly in English. That's the power of daily listening. Think about music. You don't study lyrics before singing. You listen again and again, and suddenly you can sing every line. That's what listening does. It makes English flow into your heart, not just your memory. When you listen daily, you build a natural accent, natural rhythm, and natural confidence. You begin to sound alive in English, even if you catch just one new word a day. Celebrate it. Every word is progress. Every sound is a step forward. Remember, listening is not passive. It's active training for your mind and your mouth. Each time you listen, you are preparing your next sentence. You are getting closer to your fluent self. Stay patient. Trust the process. Listening plants the foundation. Speaking is the flower that grows from it. Soon you'll realize your brain starts to understand without effort. Words appear faster. Sentences connect easier. That's the quiet miracle of consistent listening. It doesn't happen in one day, but it always happens. Now, my friend, let's talk about one final secret: the power of small wins. Big fluency is built on small victories. Many learners think they need one giant breakthrough. They want to speak perfectly overnight. When that doesn't happen, they feel defeated. But fluency doesn't appear in one moment. It grows from tiny moments. One sentence, one correction, one conversation, one brave try. Think about every big success in your life. You learned to walk by taking one step, not by running. You learned to read letter by letter. You learned to write word by word. Each small moment gave you strength. English works the same way. When you say your first full sentence, "I'm learning English today," that's not small. That's victory. That's progress. Maybe your grammar isn't perfect. Maybe your pronunciation isn't clear. It doesn't matter. You spoke, you tried, you grew. That small win tells your brain, "I can do this." It creates belief. And belief is the strongest energy in learning. Once you believe you can speak, you start speaking more. That confidence builds faster than any grammar lesson. This is what I call the magic circle. Small wins give confidence. Confidence gives action. Action gives fluency. Every small step feeds the next one. The circle keeps spinning until one day you realize you've become fluent. So don't compare yourself to others. Don't look at someone who speaks fast and think, "I'll never reach that level." Remember, they also started small. They said their first hello, their first thank you, their first broken sentence, just like you. They made mistakes. But they didn't stop. They practiced one word at a time until it became natural. You can do the same. When you look at a mountain, don't stare at the top. It looks impossible. Look at the next step. Just one. Say one sentence today. Listen to one new phrase. Celebrate it. Then take another step tomorrow. Soon, you'll look back and see how high you've climbed. You'll smile and realize it was never impossible. Every small step brought you closer to the top. Every small win gave you strength to keep going. So from now on, celebrate everything. Learned a new word? Celebrate it. Said a new sentence? Celebrate it. Understood one line in a movie? Celebrate it. Each one is a brick in your wall of fluency. Without those bricks, there is no wall. Without those moments, there is no mastery. When you feel tired or discouraged, remember your progress. You are not where you started. You're already better than yesterday. Even slow progress is progress. Every tiny move counts. What matters is consistency, not speed. Small wins protect your motivation. They remind you that growth is happening, even if you don't always see it. Keep going, keep speaking, keep celebrating. That's how fluency is built, not in one leap, but in thousands of brave, simple moments. One day soon, you'll look back and say, I did it, I speak English, I feel confident, I feel free, and you'll understand something powerful. It wasn't luck or talent. It was your daily effort, your courage, your small wins. Those small wins built the big fluency you always dreamed of. They built a stronger, braver, more confident version of you. So promise yourself now, never stop, never wait, never give up. Speak today. Even one sentence. Listen today. Even 1 minute. Your journey has already begun. And every small action you take today brings you closer to the fluent. Fearless you. This is your time. This is your chance. Your English doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be alive. Thank you for learning with me today. Stay strong, stay patient, and stay proud of your progress. And before you go, I have one small request. If this message helped you, subscribe, share it with a friend, and tell me in the comments, what small win will you celebrate today? Tell me below, because one small step today can change your whole tomorrow.